the cause of a lot of the metabolic factors associated with insulin resistance. So not only do you require insulin, or not only does your pancreas become worn out, but visceral adipose tissue, which is when we have too many carbohydrates. So carbohydrates get broken down into sugar, and the main job for carbohydrates is to make muscle energy, so glycogen. That's the main function. You need probably 100 grams a day for brain function, and that's it. So if you're not depleting your glycogen, and you need to move the muscle in order to deplete it, if you're not depleting that glycogen, then the carbohydrate doesn't have to fill up the tank, does it? So these carbohydrates have got not much else to do in the body. So you use a little bit of blood sugar during the day if you're active. A lot of you people who look like you do have active jobs, so that's good. And you are moving your glycogen, so fantastic. But if you're sitting all day, and this is where the sedentary lifestyle becomes a big factor, you're not moving the glycogen. So really, a lot of that carbohydrate that then turns into sugar in the blood goes and gets stored as visceral adipose tissue. So this vat fat is what we're going to call it. The vat fat is the fat that's closer to the organs. So this is a dangerous fat because it's highly metabolically active. So subcutaneous fat, which is we call SCAT, is the fat just under the skin. So you can, chubby sort of fat, you can feel it. But it's not the same as the bad fat, which is actually under the muscle. Bodybuilders are another group who have a lot of BAT, and I have a measurement in my clinic that actually can tell you how much visceral adipose tissue you got. So when you do the caliper test on these guys, it's like, oh, I'm 4% body fat. But when you do a body composition test, it comes up high fat, and that's because it's all under the muscle, closer to the organ, much more dangerous for you. So this is the fat that causes all the metabolic problems, basically. So this is what it does. This is your white fat. So it causes a whole lot of hormone problems that lead to things like high blood pressure and a lot of other metabolic diseases as well. Causes a lot of inflammation in the body. So all these inflammatory markers go up when you've got this visceral adipose tissue. Fatty acids go up, again, inflammatory markers. And it also leads to atherosclerosis as well, which is the hardening and the thickening of the artery walls. So now we're seeing that cardiovascular disease, back in the 80s, we were all going, oh, it's fat that's the problem, it's fat that's it is fat, but it's the non-use of carbohydrates that have created this problem.